Hello, Haggard. This is Weazel Snoops with Weazel News. In today's top story, and in what can only be described as a scene straight out of an action-packed comedy, chaos erupted on the island as a seemingly routine prison break turned into a display of adrenaline and misfortune. We at Weazel News received a tip about a potential prison break on the island, prompting us to rush to the scene in anticipation of breaking news. However, what we encountered was far from the expected drama of hardened criminals making a daring escape. Upon arrival, we found not the cunning escapee plotting his getaway, but rather two bumbling officers who had taken it upon themselves to set up a roadblock outside of their jurisdiction in the middle of the bridge. Realizing their blunder, they sheepishly retreated to the border, where they hastily deployed spike strips and blockades in a haphazard attempt to apprehend the fleeing felon. And then, in a twist that can only be described as a real-life movie set, as if scripted by the gods of chaos themselves, the situation escalated into a spectacle of epic proportions, with two carloads and several individuals who were working together to try to get the escapee to safety. The main suspect, the infamous Ozel Garrett, was caught red-handed on camera pulling the driver out of her seat after unexpectedly emerging from the trunk. Seized by a surge of adrenaline and perhaps a momentary lapse in judgment, Garrett made a break for it, initiating a foot chase that could rival any scene from an action movie. But alas, fate had other plans for our hapless fugitive. With nowhere to run, Garrett found himself hurtling off the edge of a very tall drop-off and smacking hard on a boulder below, much to the shock and amusement of everyone there, as a gunfight erupted by the bridge above it. Not to be outdone in the realm of absurdity, San Andreas State Police Officer Cletus Ramrod decided to take an impromptu dive off the drop-off as well, presumably in a misguided attempt to apprehend the suspect mid-fall. FYI, his timing was way off. Amidst the ensuing mayhem and gunfire, it was Axel Brown of San Andreas State Police who emerged as a lone survivor, apprehending the suspects single-handedly after giving them some lead where lead don't belong. He was standing amidst the wreckage and chaos like a beacon of bewildered authority. In the aftermath of this calamitous comedy of errors, all involved parties were treated for their injuries and gunshot wounds, leaving us to wonder, was this daring prison break gone awry, or just a simple case of Murphy's Law in full effect? Only time will tell in the unpredictable world of Weazel News. Until next time, this has been Weazel Snoops.